afternoon, depending on where you are at. Today we are going to go through the 120 set Crayolas. As a budget-friendly pencil, they are very well sought out for beginners. Like myself, I would prefer Castle Arts, Black Widow, Star Joy Gold Edition and Arago Soft. But as a beginner, these are really good because they have a lot of brilliant colours in them. So we'll go through them. So we have, also with the colours that I have in here, I have jumbled them up a little bit because I wasn't thinking. So instead of going from reds and pinks, I've gone from reds to oranges and yeah, so forth. So we'll go through them. So they do come nicely barreled and a nice tip, of course, when you sharpen them. And what I like about these pencils also, when they're budget-friendly pencils, they do have a name on them, which is very good also. So we have our colour reds, then we go into our oranges, and then over here we go into some more oranges, and then our yellows, our greens. I really like this colour green. I have used this colour green today. It is really pretty. And then we've got some more greens over here. Then we've got some dark blues, light blues. And then we've got some more light blues. And then we've got a turquoise, a teal, which I'm really happy about having a teal in 120 set. Then we've got our dark purples. Do mind a little bit of a chip down there. That's my fault. As I was putting them in the pencil slot, it kind of chipped it. As you can see, I do like my pencils all lined up straight. Sometimes it's annoying, sometimes it's not. It's just who I am. And then we've got our salmon and coral reef, which is like I suppose a pink colour you would say, so they should have been really in the pink colour. I'll probably reorganise these until I'm satisfied, since all the pinks are pretty much all over the place. So then we've got our other pinks over here, and then we've got a fluorescent pink, which I think is this one here, I think, is our fluorescent pink. We do have our fluorescent green over here somewhere, which would be probably this bright green. And then we go into our browns, and then more browns over here, and then we'll go into our greys and our whites, which is missing from my pencil slot, and then we go into our blacks. So yes, they may look the same, but at a glance, when I'm looking at them now, one is slightly darker than the other. So you will find that, but that is totally okay. Because for a budget-friendly pencil, these are really good. And I managed to get out of Maria Trolle's book and also Hannah Carlson's book, which also has nice paper, is I managed to get 3 layers out of them very light-handed, which I will show you the picture progress in a moment. And for $50, honestly, for a beginner, these are really good. But for a colourist like myself, I prefer the Black Widows, the Castle Arts. But even the Castle Arts are getting a little bit expensive to keep replacing, so I keep finding different pencils like Star Joy Gold, which are about $98 for a budget-friendly pencil. Elsewhere, I think they're about $36 to $40 odd, and they're really amazing. Coloring, no, I've got it wrong. I'll have to re-look at that and put it in the comments down below. She has really thought the pencils out in the Star Joy Gold, because if you follow a colour wheel, the Star Joy Gold is basically set out like the colour wheel, and everything is thought out for you. There is no thinking whatsoever, and when you want to just colour and not think, they're the pencils to buy. But for a budget-friendly pencil, these are really good. As I said, they have a range of colours. They really do. Like I said, I will reorganise this because it's annoying me that the pigs are down here. So they do have a range of colours, which is so much better than just the 36 or 50 set. So the colourless is endless, whether you're going to blend with them or not blend with them. And I'll show you what I have done so far. I'll move that out of the way. And as per usual, I do put a piece of paper behind my working because it does protect the other page. If I do press a little bit hard on my page. So I'll bring it up closer a little bit. Okay. So these are the Crayolas that I have used, and as you can see, there are stunning colours in them. Here I have used orange, dark red, a medium orange, and a light orange, and I got 3 layers out of this. And for the purple one, I pretty much used the same, like for the dark, from dark to light, and for the green as well, and for the pinks. And they all really, honestly, work out really, really well together, as you can see. I'll just bring it up slightly. So you can see that has worked out really, really well, and the colours stand out beautifully. So for a cheap, budget-friendly pencil, I would recommend these for a beginner, only because as a beginner you don't want to be spending $130 on pencils if they're only going to be used once in a blue moon. If they're going to be used all the time, then all by means go spend the money on a set of pencils. But you don't really have to spend. Look, I've looked at the different prices on the pencils, and the dearest pencils that I think you could buy are Mitsubishi pencils, which is ridiculous. I think it's about $400 or $500 for the pencils. Don't quote me on it. And then the Gandash is roughly about $200 to $300. Prismacolors, $250. I'm talking Australian dollars here, whereas overseas it'd be well and truly half and quarter of the price. So you can see my reasoning in not spending and not replacing. That's why I haven't replaced the Prismacolors, which is what I would love to do, but to be honest, I can't afford those pencils and to keep replacing them. So my next best replacement are the Star Joy Golds and the Sienna. Even the Castle Arts at the moment are starting to hike their prices up, and it's a shame because they're really lovely pencils. And I have made this complaint a couple of times to Castle Arts before, saying how come they're cheaper than overseas to compare to Australia. I understand they've got to get them over to Australia and so forth, but there's no need for the prices to be that expensive, to be honest with you. So, and I think they sell a lot more if the Australian prices are also down. So I will not be getting the new Castle Art pencils that are in the case at 120 set, and I think they're roughly about $165. Yes, they come with the case, yes, they're all set out for you. But to me, to keep replacing the pencil like that is expensive. And if you're only going to be doing once in a blue moon colour, it is really honestly not worth it. So for beginners, Crayolas are really good. Arago softs are really good. I'll just grab my pen. Also, another one. So these are the Arago softs that I really love. That were mentioned by Johanna Bastard. And they come in a range of colours. As you can see here, I'll turn them up this way so you can see them. They come in a range of colours as well. And the sinking again is out. So you've got 3 colours of each. And to be honest, if you're a beginner as well, these are really good. I think they're only about $50 or so, thereabouts, don't quote me on it. And then you've got your next 36 watercolour pencil Stablo. Now these are also really, as you can see, they have been used a lot. These two are also really good budget friendly pencils. Don't mind the dots in them, that's just from my current pencil sharpener. So I do highly recommend these also, as well as these, because these are really, really good for a budget friendly pencil. And also I like how they're triangle and they fit in your hand really well and they're comfortable. This is my second set, that's why they haven't been used, because I do have my first set, which are about roughly halfway. And yeah, so you can tell I use these a lot when I want something a little bit softer and supple. But as a beginner budget friendly pencil, I would recommend the 120 set Crayolas. Some may say no, some may say yes, but it all depends on your preference in the way that you are going to be colouring in, and if you're going to be doing it for a long time, not just once in a blue moon out of the whole 12 months of the year. So next week I'm going to start a tutorial. So I was thinking I would do either Maria Torelli Night Garden with the Crayolas or World of Flowers by Johanna Bastard. I'll put a poll over on Instagram and we'll see how we go with that, because I haven't used the Crayolas in this paper yet, so I do not know how the layering is going to go in this set compared to this book here, because the paper is a lot better in this book, as it's a lot more, I don't know the word, framing, I suppose, and you can layer a lot more in this book. But in saying that, we'll give this book a go, or this book, whichever one you guys vote on, and we'll go from there. So I have coloured quite a few pages out of this book. I really do like this picture. I think no, that one's not meant to be a water one. Let's see what one we have. So this is my front cover, the double spread, another double spread, and another one. I think that was done with the Black Widows, and this one obviously I have not finished. We might even, with this page, if no one's done this page, we might use the crayons on that page. And then this lovely flower wreath. Thought I'd show you some of the pictures that I've done in this one. And then we have a pretty butterfly and garden bed. And then we've got some little moths. This one I like as well. See, I'm not really a big fan of backgrounds. Let's see So then we've got these ones. See how pretty it is even without a background? And then we have this one. This truck one I was pretty happy with as well. And as I said, I don't normally do backgrounds, but this one was calling out for a background and I messed up down here somewhere. But that really turned out really well. And then we have the fish one. I've actually coloured quite a fair bit out of this book, which is actually surprising. And then we got a few out of this one. These were out of, now I know this one, and Kat over on Instagram had kindly sent me these through, I think last year or the year before. These are the Trolle ink pens. And this is how they turned out on this page. And then we've got another double page. Another flower. So I have coloured quite a fair bit out of this book. And as you can see, I am getting better as I go along. And as you can see, I don't like doing backgrounds. Another pretty one, which took forever to do. I swear the flowers just kept growing. This is another one I like. And then we've got the 3 arches, 4 arches. That's that one. And we have the fairy house. I will get better with background, just at the moment it's not my, this one I don't really like with the background, as I try to do the purple, the colour focus spots, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why that's like that. Why is that like that? Maybe I was going to colour that in at one stage. Oh, that's probably why. And then I've done this one. I was going to do this as a beach theme, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted it. And then we're finished. I like how she puts the test colour on the back so you can test it. So that is the World of Flowers book. So we might do the Arago stuff, the Crayolas out of this book, I think. There's some pretty flowers in here I haven't coloured yet. Oh look, we've even got these, the 30 days of, but I'm pretty sure everyone's coloured already. So we'll pick one out and we'll go through it in a couple of weeks time, and yeah, we'll go from there. Without further ado, I really hope you enjoy the Crayola review, and that is the page now, and then these are our lovely coloured pencils here. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and without further ado, I will see you next time for another colour along tutorial, and I can't wait for this one. Alright, bye for now.